something just a little bit different. So I want you to pretend for one moment that I have 1 kilogram of Skittles. Let's say we're working with Skittles here. And I decide to split the Skittle bag up into 10 equal bags of Skittles. So I want you to think for just a minute, if I were to give one of those bags of Skittles to my friend, how many or what fraction of the original bag of Skittles that I have would I give to my friend? Well, let's look at this for just a second. So I'm going to draw a little tape diagram here. And this whole thing right here is going to represent 1 kilogram. Let's write that in a different color, actually. It's going to represent 1 kilogram. And I'm going to split it up into 10 pieces because that's what I ended up doing in my problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. So I gave this bag, you're pretending that each one of these are lines, to my friend, and that would be the same as 1/10 of the kilogram, right? This would also be a tenth, and this would also be a tenth, and all the way down they would be 1/10 each. Now there is a different way that we can write tenths specifically. We're looking specifically for when the denominator of our fraction is 10. And we can write that using what's called a decimal. So I'm going to write it as 0, then there's its decimal, and 1. We read this as 1/10, just like we would the fraction 1/10. This decimal form, though, is written as 0. We say 0.1, but the point, the dot in a decimal number, is called a decimal point. So 1/10 here is equal to 1/10, which is equal to 1/10. 1/10 is written in unit form as a decimal fraction and as a decimal number. These are all equal.